More women are starting businesses, leading organizations, and breaking into executive roles, but many still face barriers to funding, mentorship, and opportunity. But now a new national nonprofit is aiming to change all that. We're joined live now by Irene Shih, the founding CEO of Pave HER Way, an organization working to connect women with the resources, sponsorship, and support they need to lead and create change. Thank you so much for being here, Irene.
Thank you for having me, Stephanie. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, and I just want to say to folks out there watching, Irene and I actually go way back.
That's right.
All the way back to elementary school.
I know.
And you've just become such a success story here in the Bay Area.
I was going to say the same to you, but thank you.
Thank you. And now you're founding CEO of this incredible new organization. So tell us all about it and what you're hoping to achieve here.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak, and thanks for taking us down memory lane together. It means a lot. About Pave HER Way, so I have the pleasure, I'm a part of a founding team with co-founders Jamie Mon and Joe Blackstone, and together the three of us have launched this national nonprofit. It is focused on empowering women who want to make the world better for all women. That's the mission. And we do that by providing funding, mentorship, network access, and access to community, a broader community, an ecosystem of people who just want to help these women get to where they want to go. One thing I want to note that's really interesting about the way that we're structuring our program is that we'll actually have 3 grant programs that help meet women at different stages of their career journey. So up at the very top, we have something called a Change Agent Prize, and that's actually meant to honor women who have had a long track record, almost like a Lifetime Achievement Award of doing incredible work for women. And we want to elevate them, their work, their stories, so that in a way they are kind of the beacon on a hill that's inspiring to many other women out there who are looking to lead.
Role models.
Role models. The second grant program that also comes again with mentorship, network access, community is called the Disruptor Award. The Disruptor Award is a project-based award. There are so many women out there who have incredible ideas that are going to be of public benefit to other women and girls, and we're here to help empower that work and fund that work and support that work. And lastly, there is a financial aid award. We know that there are a lot of women out there that are just looking to have the opportunity to get off the ground, get to the next level, and they need someone to help them remove barriers, and we're here to help do that. And again, all 3 of those grant programs allow women to have access to not only the funding, but the mentorship, the network, and the broader community and ecosystem of people here to empower them.
That is just incredible. I love how you structured it. Now, tell us a bit about how people can get involved, whether it's become a mentor or they would like to apply for a grant, possibly nominate somebody for one of those categories. How can folks get involved with that?
That's such a great question. I'm glad you asked. So, right now, today, if you go to paveherway.org, you can already volunteer. You can sign up to be, we actually have 3 volunteer roles. One is to mentor, then we have a connector role that's to be a part of the broader ecosystem of women just helping to connect and open doors. And the third is a builder role. If you want to come behind the scenes, see how the sauce is made, but also help us build it, we have that as a volunteer role. So today, go to paveherway.org, you can volunteer, sign up to volunteer already. The second thing, the question around people that are interested, women that are interested in our grants programs the applications will launch in August. You can apply them, but if you go to our website, again, paveherway.org today, you can learn more already about those grant programs. If you know a woman, or if you are the woman that should be a part of our program, you can sign up, sign up for an interest, signal your interest, I should say. We'll be in touch with you, and once the application launches, we will send it to you so you can get started. August is when it launches, and today you can already signal your interest.
Now, is there a fee to get involved with any of this at all?
0. We're here to fund and support you, not the other way around.
Wow, okay, and tell us a bit about how this all came around. What inspired this?
Great question. I mean, I don't know that there's only one specific point of inspiration because, again, we have a founding team, also a founding board, and I think all of us came to it with our own origin stories. What I can tell you is my origin story. I don't think this will surprise you. I think one thing, again, we kind of grew up together a little bit here, and one thing you and I have in common is that we're both very close to our mothers. I don't think it would surprise you to say that my mother is, a big part of my origin story. Taiwanese immigrant. She actually worked at a bank when she was in Taiwan. When she came here, language barrier, lots of other barriers, being a woman.
Yeah.
Incredibly difficult to find work. She started doing odd jobs for a number of years, including being an in-home care provider for siblings of, kids that I kind of went to school with.
Yeah.
But at one point, she decided to become a teacher at a local Chinese school. And I think I was around the beginning of my 3rd grade year. And for the next 6 years of my life, got to watch my mother not just work at a Chinese school, but become an administrator behind the scenes, rebuild the curriculum, not just for her school, but for the Northern California Association of Chinese Schools.
Wow.
And the level of dedication, community, love, passion that I saw her and all of these incredible, many of them women in that community, pour into creating better schools, better experiences for other children and families, that was deeply inspiring to me. And if I took away 2 things, it was one, when women are empowered to lead, the world becomes better. And the second is often women don't get the opportunity to chase their talent and to have that center stage where they can not only bring forth what their gifts, but to do it in a way that does make the world better for other people. And so I am inspired by that. I want to build and be a part of building an organization that is going to empower so many more women who, like my mother, have the talents to give and need the stage and some support to be able to change the world for the better.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. What a beautiful story.
Thank you.
And, as we start to wrap up here, what advice would you give for young women out there today who are seeking mentorship or they're just feeling like they might be out there struggling a little bit on their own and they're looking for some guidance?
Well, one, come to us, first of all. But more broadly, I would say, one of the things we hope is that you don't compromise your values, your vision, what you can put out into the world. Don't dilute that. A lot of times I think women feel like they have to just fit into whatever is available to them. There are many, including Pave HER Way, out there trying to make sure that your voice will be heard, your talent will be seen, and the gifts that you have, the natural gifts, will be able to put those ideas out into the world and make it better. So.
All right, Irene Shih, founding CEO of Pave HER Way. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we'll be right back.